When a user finishes working with the database object, they can close it through the user interface. However, if you would like to close an object programmatically, you can do so using the doCommand.close method. So let's say that we are in the sample database and we have two objects open. The first will be the products report, and the second will be the products form. So at present, the products form has the focus. That'll be important in a moment. Now I will press Alt F11 to go to the Visual Basic Editor, and then on the Insert menu, click Module to insert a code module, and I'll create a subroutine, SUB space, and I'll just call it closing, C-L-O-S-I-N-G, open and close parentheses, and then press return several times to give myself some room to work. Now I have a space to type in the doCommand.close method. So to do that, I'll type DO-CMD, no spaces there, then a period, and then close, C-L-O-S-E, and then press Tab. Now I can add more arguments, and I will later, but let's see what happens when I just run doCommand.close. And remember that the products form was in front. It had the focus in the main database window. When I press F5 to run this code, nothing seems to happen here, but if I press Alt F11 to go back to the main database window, we see that the products form has closed, and the only thing that's left is the products report. So what happened was that running doCommand.close closed the object that had the focus, and that was the products form. Now we're going to work with the products report. And press Alt F11 again to go back to the VBA code module. And now if I type space, I can select from a list of objects that I would like to close. Now I'll press the escape key to get rid of the tool tab. So we can open or close the database properties window, the diagram, a form, a function, whatever. In this case, we want to close a report, so I'll just scroll down and then click Report and press Tab. Now I can set some options for how I want to close the report. And for that, I'll type comma. Now we can name the object, and we do need to if we use the AC report argument. The report's name is products report, and it needs to be in quotes. So double quote, products, P-R-O-D-U-C-T-S, space report, R-E-P-O-R-T, double quote. So there's the name. And now type a comma, and we can select the save option. And the save option is what appears when you try to close a report or any object and you've made changes. So if you've made changes, you're often asked if you want to save the changes or not. And in this case, you have three options. The first one is Save No, which doesn't save any changes regardless of what happened. The second is Save Prompt, which gives you the familiar dialog box asking if you want to save your changes or not. And then third, you have Save Yes, which saves the changes again, regardless of what action the user wants to take. In this case, I don't want to save any changes, so I'll use the down arrow key to highlight Save No and press Tab to accept that option, and then press the down arrow key to complete entering the line of code. So now we're going to close the report, name products report, and we're not going to save any changes. So if I press F5 to run the code, and then Alt F11, go back to the database window, we see that the report named products report has been closed. Closing a database object seems simple, and it can be, but you need to make sure your object closes exactly how you want it to. That's what the commands arguments are for.